Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Time Out with Ade. I'm Ade, your host, and thanks for tuning in. Today, we'll be talking about how Netflix is canceling good quality shows and replacing it with terrible shows. Cough, cough, the new TikTok hype house reality show. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at adi.oluokun. And if you're watching on my podcast, don't forget to check out my YouTube. And if you're watching my YouTube, don't forget to listen to my podcast. All links will be provided below. Now let's get into it. So there have been some really good shows that Netflix has been canceling in recent years. A few of these would be The Society, I'm Not Okay with This, um, Annie with an E, The OA, The Order. These are just like a few examples. There's so much more shows, so many more good shows that Netflix has canceled, and they've been replacing it with like subpar shows. It just doesn't make any sense because these shows are actually good quality shows. Like, these are shows that people will actually enjoy. It's not trashy. They have well-rounded stories. They're very entertaining. Like, for example, The Society. That was me and my siblings' favorite shows because it was so interesting and so intriguing, and every episode made us want to watch more. I actually talked about the show and many others that I really liked and were unfortunately canceled in one of my previous YouTube videos. I'll link it above so you guys can go check that out. Not to mention that Netflix keeps on shooting out these sitcoms. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there's been a lot of sitcoms that they've been coming out with that are just unneeded, unfunny, and bland. To be honest, they don't even hold a candle to the sitcoms we used to watch. They're terrible, really. The acting is really bad, and there's so many of them coming out. Well, now one really good sitcom that came out a few years ago on Netflix was One Day at a Time. Um, the show was really nice because it really tackled a lot of different issues and it was actually funny. I really liked it. And of course, the one good sitcom that Netflix comes out with, they cancel. And people rallied so much because of that show. Like, people were so mad when it got canceled that they actually rallied together, and some other company thankfully picked it up, and that show is still going strong. I kind of wish that that could be the outcome for shows like The Society. Like, The Society is so good. I really hope that I really wish that they could bring it back. Bad enough that they're canceling these amazing shows, but to make things worse, they're replacing it with stuff like TikTok shows. Like, really? The Hype House? If you don't know what the Hype House is, it's like this house filled with like TikTok creators, um, where they can just like focus on making content every day, all day together, for their collabs and stuff. And they live there. And speaking of being the hype house, they these days they really aren't getting any hype. No, like, I haven't heard of the hype house in like a year now, to be honest. Like, in so many months, no one talks about them anymore. They're not really that current anymore, which just shows that Netflix isn't really thinking about what we want. They're just thinking about what will make more money. The kind of backlash the show got from when the people in it were announcing it, you just know no one wants it, but people are going to watch it because they want to see what it's about. So, and they know, and Netflix knows that. They know whether they hate it or not, a lot of us are going to watch it. I mean, just look what TikTok is doing in the music industry, and I'm sure Netflix is hoping that that could reflect in the film industry and TV industry too. But if they were at least deserving of this, it would make sense. Like, there's so many people on TikTok who really put work into their creations, and they put a lot of work into it. But the kind of people who are in the hype house, they don't do that. They just look pretty in front of the camera, dance sometimes, lip sync. It's just, it's annoying, really. That's all I can say. It's annoying, it's discouraging. No one wants to see that, you know? Like, what is this show really going to be about? Like, you're probably just going to kick up some fake drama for views. And honestly, I get it. I can get down with reality TV. I mean, it's entertaining to watch like drama from like real people, but I feel like if this could have been a YouTube thing. Like they did not have to bring this to Netflix, you know? But like we shouldn't even be surprised with these companies like Netflix. They don't care about what their current customers want. They just care about like making money and what's going to bring in more views. It's always going to be quantity over quality with them, whether that be in views or in content. I mean, it's so much easier to produce other shows than other genres. You literally just need the people, the contestants, whatever. There's no scripts, there's no costumes, there's no sets, there's nothing. It's just real people doing real stuff. And the plus side of going with TikTokers is that they don't even need to advertise. They don't even need to pay for advertising or that much advertising because they can just use these already famous TikTokers to promote it on their platform. And even though it's not a positive reaction. It's getting a lot of traction. It's so much less effort and so much less money. So, of course, they're going to go with it. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Netflix has been coming out with a lot of reality shows. Why? Because it's way easier. I cannot tell you how many posts and I've seen about the show, The Society, like how many people are so mad about The Society, about I'm not okay with this. And then they keep shows like Riverdale. Like, I literally cannot sit, like, after season one, I cannot sit through an episode of that because that show is so unbelievably bad. And I honestly don't know how people watch it. Like, I really wish people would stop watching it so they can cancel it because it's so bad. But for some reason, they keep on producing it and people keep on watching it. Like, imagine if they canceled a show like that and continued with The Society. That show is so bad and so stupid. Like it makes absolutely no sense. I honestly cannot fathom why it's so popular. But I mean, apart from the fact that the cast is so good looking, I kind of feel like the show is actually putting the actors in a bad light, which is why I don't know why they continue acting in it. It like the way I see those actors now, those actors and actresses now is kind of like, you know, like how can you as an act call yourself an actor and then reduce yourself like I that's how bad I think the show is. It's like so bad. I honestly just don't know how people seriously watch that show. But anyway, yeah, I'm mad at Netflix. It's just unfortunate that Netflix doesn't value their customers, their loyal customers. If it's not bringing some outrageous amount of views like Riverdale, then they get rid of it. Even though the show has a certain following that are really into it, they just don't care. And don't get me wrong, I may still be watching that TikTok Hype House show, but I won't like be letting Netflix profit off that. I will be watching it somewhere else. Maybe I might not even, but if I do, I will not be helping Netflix make money off of it. There are petitions to help shows like The Society and any other shows that you really like on Netflix that got canceled to get back on there or be picked up somewhere else. So please go sign them. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in and enduring my rants. Watch out for the next episode. We'll be talking about something new. Don't forget to check out my YouTube, my Instagram, and my podcast, all linked below. Bye, guys. Peace.